Players in this league. Understated quiet pro that many of you heard from at halftime. Another tackle for him.
Key third down. Tampa Bay 2 for 4 tonight on third down. And a great interception by Darrell Hammond and a penalty flag. Darrell Hammond now stops as the whistle blows. But Darrell Hammond with a one-hand interception. If it stands, it'll be his third pick of the year.
And unfortunately, Bob, I don't think that it will. I have a feeling they're going to call him for out of the box. That the linebackers have to stay in that 5-yard zone or close between the line of scrimmage and where they line up and position themselves. They're going to call this, they call him for being out of the box, so that probably will negate the interception.
Illegal defense. Number 7 linebacker was out of the box, 5 yards. Automatic first down.
Still a terrific play by Darrell Hammond despite the call by the officials. And as I understand it, you have to stay in that box, but you can go make a play on the ball. Once the ball is in the air and once the ball is thrown, so I'm surprised by that call because it appeared to me that Darrell Hammond did just that. Held his position, went and made a play on the football.
7th penalty against Nashville. Takes away a turnover. Kaleo looking to run, and Kaleo slammed into the boards on the near side. Darrell Hammond made sure of that one. We're so close have the Cats come tonight to 3 different turnovers, and they've got none.
Darrell Hammond pursuing after the quarterback leaves the pocket. Makes Kaleo pay a little bit for not getting that last interception credited to him. Kaleo pats Darrell Hammond and shows his respect, pats him on the head, shows the respect for the play that he made.
Bowden the motion man. The throw is tipped and incomplete, intended for Fagan. 33 is Rupert Grant. In at linebacker for Nashville. Clock running. 15 left in the third. A 10-point lead for Tampa Bay. Keep in mind, this Nashville offense is averaging almost 60 points a game this year on the road. They have but 21 tonight.
Remember last week they held the Florida Bobcats to minus 17 yards on the ground.
Tampa Bay, their first of the half.
Tampa Bay, of course, has far exceeded that number rushing the football tonight. They've rushed it for 37, 38 yards themselves. So that's been a big part of why Tampa's been effective tonight.
Well, after a couple of weeks on the road here in the state of Florida, the Cats return home next week, June 23rd, Carolina. On June 30th, it'll be Iowa. And this Tampa Bay outfit will be in Nashville on the 14th of July. For the most complete source of information about the Cats, check out CatsFan.com, the official website of the Nashville Cats. There you'll find all the latest Cats news, game previews, and summaries, stats, and much, much more. Online at CatsFan.com. That helmet's bigger than he. This has been a terrific franchise in arena football. Jim Markham, the league's all-time winningest coach, guiding them to back-to-back titles in 95 and 96. Third and 8. Tipped, incomplete. And Rupert Grant, you see him after the play, he thought he had that one clean, just deflected it, and the ball fell behind Darrell Hammond. Look at this play.
2 plays in a row, Rupert Grant has gotten his hands on the football, stays in, spies on John Kaleo, watches every move and reacts when he throws the ball. Had a chance for the interception. It goes through his hands, sets up a field goal attempt by Hurricane. And I know that Rupert would love to have picked that off. A 23-yard attempt by the Tampa Bay kicker.
And hit a 28-yarder earlier in the period. This kick is good. With 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Matt Heuerkamp's second tonight, second of the season. And the Storm with a 13-point advantage. Well, it seems Corey Fleming has been lost to Tampa Bay for the rest of the night. Ryan Altizer, the PR man of the Cats, just told us that he's got a foot sprain. He will not return, and that's a big blow for the Cats.
And with the tough schedule coming up for Nashville too, you wonder how long that will keep him out. Not just tonight, but playing on this hard artificial surface. Takes a lot longer for these injuries not only to heal, but to be able to come back and play on this surface. If I had moves like that, Bob,
you'd still be playing. 34-21 Tampa Bay. And now the Storm kicking off, and Ron Carpenter, the deep man for Nashville, at his own goal line. Tyrone Jones at the 5. The kick will fall short of the net, and Carpenter runs it out of the end zone. Needs a block, doesn't get it. In fact, ran into Jones. His progress marked at the 9-yard line. It's an 18-yard return. Here's the schedule we were talking about for Nashville. 3 of the next 4 at home. The road games at Orlando. And 3 of the last 4 in the division. Time runs out in the third quarter. And we'll get ready for the final 15 minutes here at the Ice Palace. Storm 34, Cats 21.
I'm a banker. I'm also a night owl. That's why working nights at AmSouth is the perfect job for me. Some nights are busy, other nights aren't so busy. There are a lot of people just like me who can't bank during regular hours. So I'm here for you. Hey, us night owls, we've got to stick together. Because just as some people need a midnight snack, others need a midnight bank.
We always dreamed about building out here on our property and raising our kids in the country. But with a growing family, there never seems to be any extra cash. Then my folks told us about Jim Walter Homes and how we could still build our dream with no money down. Jim Walter Homes made it so easy to get financing. Now we're living our country dreams.
At Jim Walter Homes, we believe in your dreams. To find out just how easy building a new home on your property can be, call 1-800-4WALTER.
Thousands of homeowners are already saving hundreds of dollars a month thanks to Advanta National Bank. Could Advanta help you? Just answer the following 3 questions. 1, do you own your home? 2, could you use up to $50,000 or more? And 3, would you like to receive your money in as little as 10 days? If you said yes to these 3 questions, call Advanta right now. Simply tell them a little bit more about yourself, and in less than 5 minutes, you could be pre-qualified for a loan, even if your credit is less than perfect. Then in as little as 10 days, you'll have your money. How much? Up to $50,000 or more. With Advanta National Bank, it's never been easier or more convenient for you to get the money you need and save hundreds of dollars every month. Why wait? Call today. To get the money you need and maybe even a tax deduction, call Advanta at 1-800-381-7294. That's 1-800-381-7294. Call now.
15 minutes to play, 13 points to make up. Tampa Bay 34-21 as we start the 4th. Bob Rathman, Charles Davis at the Ice Palace in Tampa. And the Cats have it 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Andy Kelly at quarterback sends Tyrone Jones in motion. The quick toss is complete. Jones spins away, 20, and taken down at the 18. Andy Kelly under pressure but got a clean throwaway to Tyrone Jones.
And he goes in the pocket, gets some decent protection, but has to flick it out wide. Tyrone Jones had eluded Tommy Henry, the great cover man for Tampa Bay, then made additional yardage after the catch with a fine spin move.
Jones' third catch for 49 yards tonight. He's averaging nearly 10 yards a catch coming in. Goes in motion, hits the slot, quick toss, complete, Hillary, 10, then down to the 7. Boy, Jarek Hillary has been the secret elixir for Nashville to keep the Cats in this game.
So sometimes you don't need to make a lot of moves. You just find a seam and hit it. And that's what Jarek Hillary does. Shakes off the first tackler, gets additional yardage, puts the Cats in business inside the 10. Just a quick flick out there. Good block by Darrell Hammond, number 7 at the top of your screen. Again, a wide receiver blocking and making plays happen for the Cats.
First and goal for Nashville. Bratton, the fullback, nothing. Maybe a yard to the 6. Tonight's third quarter stats brought to you by Clubhouse Inn and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Nashville Cats. Total yardage 207 to 156. And we highlight the turnovers for you. None for Tampa Bay, but boy, is that misleading. They've had 3 balls that they've laid on the carpet tonight that Nashville could not get, and 1 interception by Fleming early was nullified by penalty. Second and goal from the 6, but flag. Wes Fritz with a call.
Prior to the snap, false start, 51 offense, 3-yard penalty, remains second down.
That backs it up to the 9-yard line.
And that's the starting center. Pat Downey getting the illegal procedure. You would think if anyone would know the snap count, it'd be the starting center.
It's like Pat Sperduto was handed a set of keys. Find the one that unlocks the lock.
And he's trying every one of them tonight, trying to get the Nashville Cats on track.
Hammond smothered. A loss to the 13. That time it was Israel Byrd, the rookie from Utah State, with the first hit on Hammond.
It's very similar to the play that they played previously. They threw the ball to Jarek Hillary. This time they come back to the other side of the field to Darrell Hammond. Tampa Bay recognized it and smothered him.
Nashville 2 for 4 on third down. Kelly. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Jarek Hillary. Jarek ran out of room. Fourth and goal. Kick or go for it. I think given scoring time, you've got to stick it into the end zone. Or do you? Now we see Steve McLaughlin coming on. They will kick. McLaughlin with a 28-yard attempt. He has missed 2 tonight from long range, 53 and 47. And the kick is good. And Nashville adds 3. 11:15 left. Cats pick up 3 and cut it to 10. Back after this.
How about them Cats, baby?
Attention Nashville Cats fans. Since you like action in an arena, the Clubhouse Inn and Conference Center has 10,000 square feet of meeting space in downtown Nashville. Keep your competitive edge with the best rates in downtown. Score with free breakfast, free parking, and big suites. Get into the end zone. The Clubhouse Inn and Conference Center, downtown Nashville.
It's still anybody's ball game. 11:15 left in the fourth quarter. Tampa Bay 34, Nashville 24. The Cats put together a scoring drive of 6 plays for 28 yards. It took 3:56 off the clock. That man, Steve McLaughlin, with a 28-yard field goal to cut the Storm lead to 34-24. But it should be said, Charles, that the Cats are to the point where now they've got to come up with some stops. They've limited Tampa to a couple of field goals, but now they've got to get a full stop and get their offense, because Tampa Bay has done one thing well tonight, and that's control the clock.
And in arena football, it's often a very misleading stat, because many times you don't control the clock when you're scoring touchdowns. You know, you get those quick strikes that Nashville is used to getting. Tonight, that's not happening at all. And Tampa Bay's controlling the clock and getting points. 2 turnovers that Tampa Bay's gotten has led to 10 points for them. Nashville, no turnovers, no points. That has to change for the Cats.
McLaughlin ready to kick it away to James Bowden of Tampa Bay. Line drive off the net. Bowden, 5. Hammond, great tackle. And Bratton finished him off. Boy, Darrell Hammond sprinted to the opposite end of the field.
Closing in on 500 career tackles. Only one man has gotten over 500 in arena football history. Darrell Hammond will become the second. And the way he's going tonight, it may happen right here.
Hammond came into the game with 490 career tackles. He started the night 14 shy of breaking Durwood Rockmore's AFL record of 503. They have credited Hammond with 6 tonight. And up that to 7. As Bowden makes the catch, brings the ball out to the 11-yard line, 2nd down.
Love that instant update on the statistics. You get it all with you, Bob. I mean, you know, you watch it and see the whole thing. Boom, right away. That Darrell Hammond, I call him the consummate professional in the first half. He truly is, and I know it was a delight for you to talk with him today.
Yeah, he is anybody from Tappahannock, Virginia's number 1 in my book. And there is another pickoff that falls away from games. Boy, Nashville, Charles, has come so close tonight on turnovers.
They just need one to happen. I really feel
I
as if
agree
they
with
get that one to happen, a big play for them. This time again, a defensive lineman, William Gaines, was inactive in last week's ball game. Happy to be on the field, making a big play, swatting that pass away by John Kalea.
Key 3rd down. William Gaines, who played at the University of Florida. It's 2nd and 5. 3rd down, rather, and there is an incomplete pass, and again, Carl Greenwood was thinking end zone, but couldn't handle it on the boards, and it will set up a 4th down.
He's gotten excellent breaks on the ball all night long, Bob. Read that route very well, the route Wayne Walker ran to the sideline. Greenwood came on the outside, drew a bead on the pass, just unable to complete the play by intercepting it.
60 eligible. 60
This
Tampa
is going
Bay
to
eligible.
be a 53-yard field goal attempt for Matt Huerkamp of Tampa Bay. He has made 2 tonight from 23 and 28 yards here in the 2nd half.
And if he misses, this could be a real field position change.
Play clock
Nashville.
ran out on them. So back it up a couple of yards.
Tyrone Jones.
Delay a game, offense, 3-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Now it's a 56-yard attempt.
Tyrone Jones is back deep for Nashville, hoping to make a play on the ball if it misses, and bring the ball back upfield and gain a lot of territory for Nashville.
Here's Tyrone ready. High snap, control, now a penalty flag, and the Cats are pointing toward Tampa Bay. Well, the Storm stuck in reverse on this 4th down.
Prior to the snap, false start 52, Tampa Bay, 3-yard penalty. Also, please correct the clock. It should read 8:59. 8:59 on the clock. Thank you.
59-yard attempt.
and coverage becomes crucial. Bergkamp is 2 for 2 tonight, but you see the long is 28. This is going to be a bomb, a 59-yard attempt.
And you can't get trajectory, so if you get a hand up, maybe a chance. Little squib kick, and it's out of bounds.
Ball went out at midfield, just bunted it instead of trying to kick it deep and give Tyrone Jones a chance to return it. Now, if you're an employee, do you have to give the ball back?
We shall soon find out.
The official sorting out on where the ball went out of bounds and where Nashville gets to take over.
Well, that was a bizarre series of events.
Was out of bounds. Normally it goes to the 20. However, since it went out of bounds short of the 20, it goes out of the bounds to the spot it went. 20-yard line, the other 20, first down, Nashville.
Field position change, the area of hidden yardage. We were thinking that Tyrone Jones would get a chance to affect that change. But Hurricane just trying to squib it. I don't think he wanted it to go out there. That's way too short. Trying to bunt it down between the 10-yard line and the goal line, almost like a pooch punt, and didn't get much distance on it. A great break for the Cats.
Now Andy Kelly hit as he throws, and incomplete. Souvenir time. The only thing I could say about that kick that went in to the bench area, thank goodness for Wes Fritz, our referee. I had no idea what he was about to say.
Well, that's why he gets paid the big bucks, Bob. That's why he's out there.
That's got to be in the fine print.
And Tampa Bay doing nothing to hurt their standing defensively, limiting Nashville to less than 202 yards of total offense tonight thus far.
Nashville calls number 5, and that's Jeff Russell. He takes the football to the 13-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
And Jeff Russell is just fearless, just a missile out on the field. You talked about him earlier in the game, Bob, covering on kicks or kickoffs. Catching pay, he caught a touchdown pass tonight, made a nice play on defense, and last week actually kicked a 43-yard field goal as their emergency kicker.
Kelly wants to throw to the end zone. Touchdown! Tremendous grab by Darrell Hammond. Wow, what a catch. Boy, Andy Kelly, I thought when he let it go, he was just going to throw the ball away. But he found Hammond in the end zone for the touchdown. And that cuts the lead to 4. What a catch.
And the positioning was such that you would think the Tampa Bay defender had a much better chance at this ball. But Darrell Hammond climbs the rope and pulls it in for the touchdown. You see Israel Byrd a little stunned there after that great catch by Darrell Hammond.
Fumbled snap. Brown throwing and incomplete. Trying to get it to the kicker, McLaughlin. So the Cats are 4 points down, but 6:50 left. Big catch by Darrell Hammond. Man, what a grab. Timeout in Tampa.
How about them Cats, baby? Attention, Nashville Cats fans. Since you like action in an arena, the Clubhouse Inn and Conference Center has 10,000 square feet of meeting space in downtown Nashville. Keep your competitive edge with the best rates in downtown. Score with free breakfast, free parking, and big suites. Get into the end zone. The Clubhouse Inn and Conference Center, downtown Nashville.
The Nashville Cats have drawn to within 4 points of the Tampa Bay Storm because of this great catch by Darrell Hammond, the wide receiver. Number 7 gets a little bump off of Israel Byrd, the defensive back. Andy Kelly throws it up there, gives his receiver a chance, and Hammond makes him look great with a sensational catch in the back corner of the end zone. The Nashville Cats within 4 points of the Tampa Bay Storm.
Steve McLaughlin to kick it away. James Bowden, who has returned 4 kicks for 77 yards tonight, waiting at the other end. Line drive off the net. Bowden over the shoulder catch. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can McLaughlin get it? No! Touchdown! 53 yards. The first one he's returned for a touchdown this year. Man, that is some helpless feeling when you're back there alone like Steve McLaughlin was.
One guy you don't want to burn you on kick returns. You try your best to keep the ball away from him. You do your best. You kick it off the net so that you hope to have great coverage. And he does it anyway. Real momentum shift, giving Tampa Bay's momentum back.
But the extra point, no good. Camp bangs it off the upright. And it's a 10-point game.
Great catch off the nets. And Bowden finds a hole in the front wall of Nashville. Cuts back against McLaughlin, number 15. And Rupert Grant gave chase. But Bowden's speed enabled him to beat him to the end zone. And that's a real deflator, Bob, because Nashville's worked so hard to get back into this ball game. They cut the lead down on a great catch by Hammond. Seemed to have the momentum going their way. And to have it switch so quickly on the kickoff return. That's tough. Let's see if the Nashville Cats can hang in there and try and gain the momentum back again.
How about this guy?
Yeah, that's what you call being into the ball game.
And how about this guy? What a return artist he is. James Bowden.
And thank goodness he is into the ball game. James Bowden, as you mentioned about his first touchdown return, first kickoff return for a touchdown this year. He's having a sensational year after being acquired from New England.
So Bowden has touched the ball 11 times tonight and has accumulated 191 yards with his returns and his receptions.
And that's not even a record for him.
Jones can't get it. Touchback. Bowden has gone over 1,000 all-purpose yards in just 5 games this year.
Makes you want to wish that they'd signed him earlier if you're a Tampa Bay fan. The missed extra point after the fumbled snap by James Brown. He wants to throw back across field, but Anthony Hicks, number 45, is in the same area as Steve McLaughlin, the kicker.